Hi all, Elaine here from MRE Studio Designs, and today we're going to make a pendant, and we're going to be using some peacock pearl, the Sculpey Primo, and I'm going to mix a little bit of cobalt in with it because I want it just a little touch darker. We have some 18 karat gold Primo clay, and I found these they're like little nuggets, different colors they come in. Um, so we're going to try and use some of these today too. And I think we're going to use these colors here. They come in other colors and other mixes, and I will leave the uh, link down below where you can get them. I got them on Amazon actually. All right, so we're going to get started in a minute, and I will be right back. Okay, so I want to mix the cobalt with the peacock pearl, but I don't want it to be mixed so much that it's a solid color. So I'm going to put it through my pasta machine a few times until I'm happy with the texture and the coloring, and I will be right back. I don't know how well you could see it on the camera, but it came out with two different shades of blue, and I really like the way it came out. So this is what we're going to use. And the first thing we need to do is to cut out our circle. And I'm going to use my largest circle cutter. Take this off. And we're going to lift that with my blade, which is right here. And we're going to put that on a tile. You don't have to worry about the edges too much because we are going to put a backing on this and it's going to cover the edges. And now we need to decide what kind of pattern we want on here. And I think what I'd like to do is kind of a sunburst pattern. So I'm just going to lightly, actually I could use one of my circles. I think we're going to use that one. I just want to lightly score where the circle is going to be. And that is where the circle is going to be. And what I'm going to have is some rays coming out this way. I'm debating whether I want the whole thing textured first or not, but we're going to try this. Okay, we're going to start with the gold in the sphere. I have a little spoon here that I could use. I'm just going to put some on there. And as we do this, we're going to keep it within our boundaries and just press it down. And you can add as many or as few or whatever color you want. I'm just going to start out with the gold. Now we want it to look like an actual sphere, so I think we're also going to use our tweezers to do our edges. Okay, so I'm going to continue putting the nuggets on there until it's completely full, and then we'll move on to the rays. So I will be right back. So here is our piece with the first circle done, and it's got a lot of little blue spots in it, which I'm not sure if I'm fond of or not. So what I thought I'd do is I'm going to take some of my Solar Gold Pearl X powder and just kind of fill in the blanks. Just to give it a little more solid look to it, but still have the bumpiness of the little nuggets. It doesn't take very much. There, it gives it a much more solid look to it. And now we're going to work on the rays. And I think we're going to start with it's a mixture of gold, green, fuchsia, blue. And we're going to use these. So we have our little spoon here, taking a little bit at a time. And maybe we should use our tweezer. Maybe too big. Now you don't have to go all the way out to the edge because, like I said, we're going to back it and we need a little room to bring over the borders. And as I'm putting them in, I'm pressing them down a little bit. I want to see if I can get a nice mix of colors in here too. Well, watching me put little nuggets on here is going to get boring for you real fast. So I am going to continue doing this, and when I am done, I will come back. I'll see you in a few. Okay, so here is the piece with our rays coming out, but I think it still needed something else. So I put some lines through it, as you could see, like here and here. And I've got a very thin brush, and I'm just going to fill those areas with some of the gold mica powder. Just like this. Just a little contrast. And if you don't want to use mica powder, you can always use paint. I'm going to continue doing this, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm just about done with this piece, but I wanted to show you how I got rid of the excess powder that was on here. And I have here a piece of tape, and I'm just going to place it right by where I want to take off and just very lightly rub the surface that I want to clean. And then just pull that away. And that's about it. Takes it right off. Got one more to do here. Just rub it lightly. Don't want to do too hard because you don't want to make marks on your clay. You just want it to grab the mica powder. So there, this is going to go in the oven now at 275 for 30 minutes, and then we will return. And I'll be right back. So while that is in the oven, I wanted to show you another thing that you can do with these little nuggets. I have some of the clay left, so I figured I could do another pendant and a pair of earrings. We're going to cut out our pendant, just like that. Lift this up. There. We have our earrings. Like that. And we're going to take the, let's see. So we're going to take some of the gold and my little spoon, and we're just going to make a line coming up. Or going down, depending upon how you look at it. You can make it as thick or as thin as you like. You can be curved, it could be swirled. I'm just doing a very simple one today. Just put it in place and press down. And we're going to do the same with the earrings. That one's a little too big. I'll get rid of that one. Okay. Just keep fussing with them till you get them where you want them. Just like that. Just like that. And then just press them down. Now these will go in the oven for 30 minutes. And when they come out, we'll put a backing on them. And we will resin them, and they will be done. And I will be back. That's going to be our pendant and earrings. Here are our pieces out of the oven and ready to be resined. I replaced some of the little nugget pieces that fell off, and the resin will keep them in place so we don't have to worry about them. And I'm using a hard clear resin. I'm going to just put a little bit right on top there, and And I always use a brush because I always feel like I have more control with a brush. I'm just going to cover all of it. And I'm just going to continue doing that with all of them. Okay, so I'm going to continue resining the pieces. We're going to put them into the UV light for half an hour. I have an LED UV light that does have a half-hour timer on it, and I have the link for that on the bottom of the tutorial. So I will continue this, and I will be back when they're done. So here are our completed pieces, completely resin, front and back. We have our little starburst here, or sunburst, whatever. And the other pieces that we made with the blue and the gold. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Thank you.